Hello there, and welcome to the exclusive revamped Pernclub. Sue, who runs my website, has updated the site completely and has put all kinds of pictures on it and links, and I hope you think it's groovy. I certainly do. It's Easter. Well, it is at the time of this recording. I'm not sure when this goes out online. Sue has had some problems with her BT home hub. So I hope you are listening to the sounds of the lambs in the fields, enjoying the taste of all that chocolate, and remembering the crucifixion. Although, I think that was just a story. It's been a busy period here in the studio. I'm currently mixing 2 tracks for the Honeycomb is Over album. This is a new project that I've been working on with some friends of mine to raise awareness for the declining number of bees. I don't know if you are aware, but bee numbers in this country are dwindling fast. There are many theories as to why they're disappearing. Some say it is the increase in Wi-Fi technology affecting their wings. Others claim they are being attacked at night by bats. However, I think they are simply getting bored of bumbling along from flower to flower collecting pollen, and they want something more out of life, rather like women in the 60s. Many artists have donated songs to this album, including Fall Out Boy, Snow Patrol, Zucchero, Yosendo, and the fabulous Martin McCutcheon. Sadly, Sting declined for obvious reasons. I have recently got hold of a new recording device called the Uz Ambulator. This is it right here. It can record the tiniest of sounds, a hair being plucked from a head, or a baby closing its eyes, even a mouse being sick. Using this technology, I decided to record a bee stinging me. Not only would I get the sound of the sting itself, how I reacted to that sting, and then I would create a beat and a rhythm around that. So I headed out to my gardens here to get stung. It took a while to anger a bee enough to sting me, as they are kindly folk. So in the end, I shouted at them and I spat at the hive, which provoked the bees, and one stung me. And then to my horror, I realized that when he stung me, he would in fact die himself. And I watched the guy literally die on my arm. And before he croaked, he let out a tiny sound, like a sort of death rattle, which went sort of like... You weren't a wasp or a hornet. You were a bee, a best of the 3. I didn't mean to hurt thee, but I did. I decided to give the bee a proper funeral. I spoke a simple sermon, and Don Was came down and performed the flight of the bumblebee on a Jew's harp. You know what? I think Don is a Jew, so there's a coincidence. Let's hear the bee track now. And this is how it sounds in the mix in the song.
You're a bee who has died for me. You're a bee who has died for me. Honeycomb is over.
Now it's time for this week's bugbear.
Bugbears.
In this current financial climate, I have issue with the cost of greeting cards, sympathy cards, birthday cards, any cards. Come Christmas, these people have you over a barrel. Card manufacturers and distributors are selling cards with a picture of a small felt robin on a piece of raised cardboard at a cost of £4.50. By the time you buy all your family members a card, you end up spending your entire budget. I think we should all make our own cards, maybe personalize them, with a picture that you can print on your home computer, and you will save money and also prevent deforestation. Here's a card I made for my good friend Nelson Mandela for his 91st birthday. I think you'd agree it's pretty nifty, and you can't buy this in the shops. Well, the good news is that I finished my album on Wednesday. 14 tracks and 12 years in the making. We were pretty excited, and I invited some friends around for a special preview. We had Eno there, Dave Stewart, Pern, some Clement from EastEnders, Goldfrapp, and Vin Diesel. They seemed to like the album, and a lot of wine was drunk. But sadly, we spilt wine all over the hard drive. We desperately tried to retrieve the mixes, but most of them have been irreparably damaged. So it looks like I'm going to have to start all over again. This is likely to delay the album by not too long, should be between 7 or 8 years. Well, my Easter chicks, that's all for this week. So take care, and I'll see you next time. I dedicate this week's Pern update to the life of the bee who laid down his life for me.
Honeycomb is over. The honeycomb is over. Honeycomb is over. Honeycomb is over. For me and for me. Honeycomb is over for me and